Let's get it. Come on, 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 come on. As one Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. What a day, what a day. So the plan when I started was 8 miles and finished with 10 miles. Still got energy. As you can see, still going 10 mile with a 10-mile run after finishing a 10-mile run. And primarily, well, there were two reasons. First, started with what today's Move Swiftly thought is going to be, which I'll get to in just a moment, but also because I took a route that I used to take quite a bit, and I saw my crew, I happen to have the shirt on now, but let me show you real quick. I saw my crew, the Palm Beach Road Runners. Yeah, I saw that crew. You know, they normally do Juno Beach and they do the bridge, so I just happened to be running that route. I wanted to kind of change the scene from the normal route, and I picked different scenes out here, different elements, different routes out here in Palm Beach. So it was nice seeing that crew and seeing some old faces. I used to run with them regularly, and took some magnesium last night. My girl brought me some magnesium the other day, and I tried it for the first time last night. My body feels a whole lot refresher. You know, got a nice little sleep in, whole lot more refreshing. As actually she picked up on the fact that I like to say refreshing quite a bit and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, as far as today's Move Swiftly thought, it's going to kind of move in that same direction when you understand the principles of training up a child. And I've talked about this at length. I've talked about this on multiple occasions. Not only have I talked about it, I live it. I absolutely live it. And it wasn't a plan. It wasn't necessarily the plan to have fallen into this career, this lifestyle, this business in which you serve the kids literally 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days out of the year. You're always serving the kids. Every single thing I do, every single element to what I do, every single corner, everywhere you look, you see as one in some way, shape, form, or fashion angling to make himself better father, better teacher, better educator, better coach, better businessman for the betterment of these kids. All right, so had a situation yesterday. This is kind of the typical lifestyle, but for those of you who don't know, I do teach at a school named the Center for Creative Education, and we had something called student-led conferences yesterday where got an opportunity to see the parents. I don't normally see the parents as frequently as I did a year ago now that I'm one of the ones responsible for driving the bus and all that kind of stuff. So it was good to see old faces, see a lot of the people that, you know, I have seen quite a bit, and seeing them grow and kind of talking to them a little bit about how much their babies are growing up and all that kind of stuff. So that part of it was pretty cool. But what I want to talk to you guys today about is what I had to a situation that I actually had to deal with during the actual school day, right? So had a situation at Snack where, you know, the kids, primarily the female students. Now, I'm primarily with the fourth graders, so they're getting to that age where they're starting to have crushes and they're a little insecure when guys look at them this way and what guys are saying about them and all that kind of stuff. So this is why it's so important for me to, you know, really lean into a lot of what these female educators be telling me. And as much as I may complain, I'm always kind of pick up information and get myself better, because I know I'm kind of the unicorn in the situation that I am in, right? So long story short, they did some stupid shit during Snack, and I snapped on one of them, and the girl just was inconsolable. Could not be in the same room with me. Started crying, and then she went and she sucked her friends on me, and now the little girlfriends, hey, you being rude to my friend. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like just a bunch of, you know, women stuff. You know, they're becoming little teenagers and shit like that. So what happened was there was a whole episode, a whole thing, and some of the upper management, like administration, had to get involved because, you know, this one was that, and then, you know, she's inconsolable, and this, that, as well. You can't be telling stuff. You can't be talking to the girls like that. They're just little girls. You know, they're not little football players. You don't get to scream at them like that and all that kind of stuff. So again, I'm humble enough to know when to listen and when to just say, you know what, you got it. So here's what happened. Here's how it ended. We have this thing that we do every Friday called Gems and Gents, where it's myself and my boy Ant, who also, you know, he's kind of the one leading the workouts. It's kind of like a sort of a coaching thing that we do during recess, and, you know, we do some sports stuff with the kids and all that kind of stuff. So at the end of it, I'm usually the one that picks one of the kids to break it down and say some words in terms of encouragement, things of that nature. And because of the situation that had happened before recess, I brought her up to be the one to break it down. And then I explained to all the kids, like, she's definitely not the only one that I've yelled at, and she definitely won't be the last one that I've yelled at. And I broke it down and I explained to them, look, I've yelled at you guys, I've yelled at other kids before. That does not mean I do not love you guys, all right? So she broke it down and all was good. Everything was good after that moment. And I'm bringing all this to your attention. I'm bringing all of this up. Number one, the importance of self-development. Number two, the understanding of when you train up a child, now that young lady understands, hey, when I meet guys, when I get older and I meet other men and I do all these sort of things, it's important for them to know, or it's important for me in terms of her evaluation process. And when she's out there looking for a husband and doing all this stuff, she's going to remember how Mr. Aswan said, hey, no matter what the argument was, no matter how he made me feel, at the end of the day, he told me he loved me at the end. He told the students that he loved them at the end. And that's just part of life. You know, arguing and disagreements and things are going to get out of hand. That's just part of life, right? That's number two. And the next point is understanding when it's time to humble yourself and learn, versus just thinking you know everything, because you don't. I don't. Nobody in this, I don't care how many years you've been teaching, how many years you've been a parent, none of that stuff. There's always something that you could be learning from others. So that's really the three main takeaways, is understanding you have to stay open-minded enough, understanding the importance of the young people and how you have to set an example so when they encounter these situations later on in life, they'll be well prepared because of the teachings and the blessings that you have bestowed on them. So all that being said, that's actually, I cannot wait to get to got a lot of college basketball to watch today and tomorrow as we're in the middle of March Madness. Most likely that's going to kind of be the theme as we go into next week in terms of how we train up children, how we use these opportunities, especially when we're talking sports. You use these opportunities to show kids how, to handle adversity, how to handle adverse situations so they continue to grow and get better. So all that being said, main website to check out to dive deeper into everything I'm doing, makeyourmove.com. That's MakeYamove.com. One-stop shop for all your teamwork and your self-development needs. Aswan Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.